It's been awesome. Just being able to be on a NFL field and live out my dream has been cool.
What's your first early impressions of Pete?
One, like, not even ever been coached by him. I know from a distance that he's an awesome coach. Uh, Seattle has an awesome organization, and he's very energetic. And he's where that organization starts, and just the culture that he's built here. So, I'm excited to learn from him, to play for him, and to see how many games he can win.
Mike said that he didn't think Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll were actually that different. Would you agree with that assessment, or?
Yeah, both of them, they really love to compete for sure. I feel like that's the central theme of both at their core. And I would say I would say Coach Harbaugh is probably a little bit more reserved than Coach Carroll, but they're both awesome coaches. Both win a lot, and both develop players very well.
How much of this has been similar from college, and how much of it has been different? I know it's only been a couple days, but we saw you there calling offensive plays inside.
Yeah, being at Michigan, we ran a pro style scheme, so I was definitely prepared coming here because I had to make all the calls and all the points and things up front, and it kind of started with me at Michigan. So the same thing here. So I definitely think that my background going to Michigan and playing there definitely helped me to kind of have not as steep of a learning curve. So, but it's pretty similar. Coach Harbaugh ran practices. He's from the NFL, so he ran practices a certain way. Coach Carroll's running practice a certain way, so it's pretty similar.
Do you think this adjustment's easier because you've transferred and learned different offenses in college pretty quickly?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely spending time at Michigan helped me transition to the NFL a little easier.
Did you not make the calls and all that at Virginia, or?
We just didn't run a pro style scheme. I was in charge, but when you're running like more air raid and things of that nature, it's less communication, just kind of grab and go.
So is communication something you had to learn in Michigan, or was it always there and then you just continued?
Yeah, I would always say I was a good communicator, took pride in making sure everybody's on the same page. But at Michigan, I learned the game from a different lens and learned it from a pro style and had to communicate to, two or three tight ends, whether we're in 12 personnel or 13 personnel. So having to have more people listen to me and more people needing to rely on, all right, what's the point, who's the mic, and things of that nature, that definitely translates more to the NFL.
Would you say it's a tougher adjustment going to that pro style offense in a college level in the run game or pass protection? Because I've heard mixed things from centers on that before.
Definitely in the run game, I would say, because in the run game, there you usually don't, as an O line, you get up to the line of scrimmage, you're like, okay, we about to just move these guys off the ball. But you're going forward, and there's a lot of moving pieces and things of that nature. So you're attacking. So when you're attacking somebody and they're moving, you gotta attack plus move with them. But like when you're pass setting, we never really like to always be passing at O lineman, but just naturally, like, you're getting space off the ball. So even with them moving, you have more time to react. So that's why I'll say in the run game, it's a little harder communicating and pointing and being right. Everybody being right on the same page, because everybody's right all the time, and people be hitting their head on the goalpost every play.
What's it seeing Mike kind of play, inside a little bit more, which is what they say they're going to do with him here. I guess, how do you see him being able to evolve into that, knowing what you know from him?
Yeah, Mike. He's a hungry player, very versatile guy, big kid. Like he'll be fine wherever they play him. I definitely think it's a learning curve just because he's on the outside a lot at Michigan, but he's going to be up to the task. And, at the end of the day, you're not going to get good at anything unless you take reps. Like, even though I've been taking so many reps playing center over my years from high school to college, there's still a learning curve for me, coming to the next level. So it's the same thing for him being moved inside. Just continue getting reps, continue stacking good reps, and taking the coaching and learning the scheme and applying it on the field.
Coming in with Anthony Bradford, obviously same draft class now. You're lined up next to each other. What are your thoughts on him early on?
Oh yeah, he's an athletic, big guy, powerful, and once he gets it going and learns everything, like, he's gonna be a special player.
Anything else, guys? Great. Thanks.